I think I'm live. Let me try this one thing first. Okay, welcome everyone, and a special welcome to my patrons. If you saw that, I now have a Patreon, and it's in the little description box by the merch store. So if you want to go over there, just a couple of people have been asking me about it this week because it is quite a new social media thing, and even one of my friends who's like a marketing person was like, "What's Patreon?" when I was talking about it. And it's basically it's exactly like YouTube, but it's behind a paywall. So you get like a subscription, basically, like to me or to whoever else that you want to become a patron of. Like I have a couple of them to people like the You're Wrong About podcast is one of the ones I'm a patron of, and you pay a fee and then you pay every month, and then all the stuff that's on there will not appear anywhere else. Like it's a lot more personal. So I obviously talk about like my life and things like that, and I put like vlogs and like videos and going to be talking about things that go on behind the scenes. And I'll also be a lot more open there about talking about when I talk to Showtime, when I talk to cast, crew, special guests that we're going to be having on the Drinks at Dana's podcast. So things like that. So it's just like a behind the scenes thing. So if anyone wants to join that, you're more than welcome. We'd love to have you. And again, it's in the description box with my merch. But hello to everyone. There's lots of people here. I love to see it. So hi to everyone. I hope you're doing well. And everyone in the UK, I don't know about you guys, but it's hot here in the Isle of Man today. Oh my God, the L Word poster. Okay, I have a story. The L Word poster is fine. It's okay. So actually, I'm gonna take off this because it's really hot. I probably shouldn't be talking about this on live anyway, but whatever. My sister, as you guys know, my sister from America, she got in today from coming in from the US, and my sister who's in England, she comes not until literally the day of the L Word premiere, of course. And so my sister arrives and she lands, and they start giving out those little like lateral flow tests. And I went to one of my friends owns the pharmacy like by my house, so I went and got some from him because my sister is booked in tomorrow to get her test, because if you come in from outside the UK, even though my sister has both her shots, you have to get a test and you have to isolate for a week, and then you have to do a test on the 6th day too. So my sister got off the plane and she had a missed call from like public health, and she has tested negative twice now, but then they think that she had a false positive and all this stuff. So she's isolated for the next week. She's getting another test tomorrow, and if that comes back okay, she's allowed out for an hour of exercise. So I was like having to text her like through the door, and then I would like go and like leave something for her like outside the door, and then I'd like walk away and she had to open the door and take it. So yeah, I won't see my sister until next Friday, and then she's allowed out and to do everything. And she, like I said, she's gonna come on the live one day, so that will be fun. And then when my other sister comes here, she just has to, because she's had both shots, but her kids, they just have to, the oldest one just has to do a test and then they're allowed out. But yeah, see, Catherine, that's the thing. Catherine says your island is so tiny that you know everybody. Yes, absolutely, 100% yes. Every single person. My cousins that moved here as adults, they literally like they make fun of me, and they're always like, Ash, it's like you're in like some sort of mob or something. You always have like, oh, I've got a friend who can do that. Oh, I know a friend who'll sort that out. Oh, they're always like, if they need anything, they're like, oh, I'm just gonna call Ash and she'll call one of her friends. And but the thing is, like with this, not that people should be breaking the rules, but literally when we did have stuff going on with the pandemic, people like went to jail for not isolating, like literally went to prison, because here everybody knows everybody and they know, oh, they were away, they should be isolating them accordingly. So yeah, it's wild. Oh yeah, there's really bad. I saw really bad floods in, I think it was Arizona. There was one where like this car was literally being pulled down the the side of the road because of the flood. Yeah, it's our weather today is gorgeous. It's been really really nice. Oh, thanks about my glasses. I actually, because now I have this different light. So because before, see, they used to like really badly reflect like that, but this other light like bounces it out. Um, I need to get my lenses changed though, because only got one eye that one eye's like blind and the other one's fine. But anyway, I'm just jogging crap as usual, but you guys know what your you know what happens here anyway now. So how did everybody like those promo pics this week? And yes, again, of course, we were the first ones to see them, first ones to get them out. So I got them at like, I think it was about 6 in the morning, and I had them out by like 7 or something, because oh my god, they're so good. And I loved, let's put them up on the screen instead of me just talking about them. Yeah, they were great. And I'm gonna show you guys a little secret. And again, in my Patreon, I've put the press pack for season 1, so I'll put it for season 2. But we're gonna have a little sneak peek at some of this stuff. There isn't too, like, obviously all the pictures are on here, but there isn't huge am I a bit, yeah. All the season 1 ones are up here too. So, and these are all the ones that we got for. It was kind of weird that they didn't have like Tina or Tess or Nat, or it was just the main characters and then 2 of the guest stars. I don't think Donald's Faison, we can look at IMDb after, but I don't think Donald Faison is in the actually, can I make this? Because when I was looking at them on my phone, they were bigger. I don't think Donald Faison's in the first episode. He was viewing my stories the other day on Instagram, which is kind of cool. This was the best picture of the whole thing. It's so good. And I am so tempted. I really want to get that jacket she has. Is Alexander McQueen. Kathy, there's a 5 pound one and a 10 pound one. So I think it's like $6 and like $12 or something a month. And you get like merch free at certain times of the year too. Yeah, I don't get why they didn't do that. Terry said, yeah, they could have put one down for Tina if even Carrie is there. Like, I just don't get why they didn't do that because it obviously this. I mean, we even know the first episode titles late to the party. Like, there's some like big event going on in the first episode because everybody like looks like very dressed up, and then when we see Bet and Gigi, like it looks like they're there like at the end of like something like a party, or and then there's one where, oh, this one, and I can't click on it here, but you can see that like right here where the glasses, it says like her name on the door. Like you know, Shane's all dressed up too. Like it looks like there's something. I'm surprised they didn't have more of like these promo pictures too, and like a cast one. But maybe that will be released later. Let me see what I said. Yeah, Terry, the wardrobe looks so great. Cindy Lou Who said, so sad Tina isn't considered a main character. Just when I say like the series regulars, so that's literally just the people that are in the credits. So Bet, Tina, Shane, Gigi, Danny, Sophie, Finley, Micah. They're the only ones in the credits. Like even sorry, Angie is in the credits now. She wasn't in the first season. So like the first season, Angie wasn't a series regular. Now Tina's not, Tess isn't, Nat isn't. They could be bumped up, and I've talked about this loads too. That like that's most likely Laura Holloman's decision because she's got an entire like successful painting career, so she probably doesn't have the time. That there's all these like extra things that you have to do when you're a series regular, like all these pictures and things like that. So and like promotion of the show and things. So she's like, oh, I'll come and do the fun stuff. Oh, hey, Kaya. Yeah, there's well, I also know it's been really quiet this week for the show and everything in general because everyone is on vacation. Like even the people who run the like the Showtime accounts and like the social media stuff, everybody's on vacation. So there's like nothing really, you know, they dropped the trailer and but let's look at IMDb, I guess. And I did check it this morning and there wasn't really a big difference. It still looks to me like 10 isn't complete. So we don't have any more names. I think was it last week 7, 8, 9, and 10. No, they're still not complete. Yeah, the 6 is the last one that's kind of up to date. Which is just odd. Like it's getting, maybe the person who's doing this is on vacation too, because it's just getting so close to crunch time. So one other thing, oh my god, at the moment I feel as though there's so much going on. Like I have a lot going on with YouTube, with work, with I'm gonna be officially doing something with Showtime. Before they went on vacation, they sent me a message and were saying like, oh, we have some ideas for us for like working together. We still want to. And then let me see the thing. Oh, the other thing I announced this week is that Chris and Jess from the L Word Online, you guys, anyone who came to LCon will remember them from the L Word Online. So the three of us are going to be doing a podcast for the season. I'm still going to be doing my regular stuff on my channel. And then this is just like an addition. So it will be a podcast, obviously, on like Apple and Spotify. And it's called Drinks at Dana's. And it'll be like very casual, like us as original fans of the show, like talking about it. And then we're also going to be having some guests on as well, like related to the show and, you know, maybe some other people. So we opened an Instagram for it this week if you guys want to go and follow that. And it's called Drinks at Dana's, just at Drinks at Dana's. So if you guys want to go follow that, that would be really cool. And we'll do all the updates and stuff because this week we're going to try and record like an episode 0 so that whenever episode 1 starts, and you know, we'll get it out like the day after the show airs. So episode 0 will just be like, this is us, this is who we are, like how we found the L Word, what we did, like, you know, I'll talk about my channel a little bit and they'll talk about their site. But it'll be fun because this week, seriously, there's so much going on that my head is gonna explode. And like literally every day this week, I was talking to my bestie Claire, who I always tell you guys, she is the best kind of bestie because she has never seen an episode of the L Word, no idea what's going on, but she likes and supports all of my stuff. And she, this week, every day I kept telling her something else that like was happening. Like I was like, oh, the podcast is launching. And then I made really good friends with this other gay YouTuber who is amazing. And her and I are going to be doing a collaboration soon. And there's just so much good stuff going on. But yeah, I'm really excited about the collaboration. And the show is just so close too that I just can't believe that all these things are happening. And oh yeah, it's wild. And then hopefully doing episode 0 of Drinks at Dana's and the collaboration, and once those are over, hopefully everything will be kicking off for the show, because they must be starting interviews soon. Like it's so close. My glasses steamed up then. Has anybody so I started that sex live with Sarah Shahi. Oh, Nakia just sent me a message. Oh, thanks, Nikia. I'll do that. Do I have it written down here? Oh, do you know what? Do you know what I've done? I've written it I think that's what I've done. Let me see. So I'm just looking at the bottom banner. Yeah, I've written it the UK way, like day, month, year. Thank you, Nikia, for telling me that, for having my brain switched off. Honestly, like, oh my gosh, sometimes I go through this thing where I'm like, have I changed it to the UK way? Have I changed it to the American way? And then today I was talking to someone in one of the Facebook groups, and they they were talking about the L word they were getting an L word tattoo, and I'll tell you guys in a second about mine. And thank you, Nikki. I think it should be fixed now. Yeah. And I said, oh, I'm getting my L word tattoo on the 2nd of August for my channel and blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, oh, if you want to check my channel out, like I'm going to post the video there or on my Patreon or something. And I was like, this is the link to my YouTube. And like 10 minutes later, the girl comes back and she goes, can I just ask where your accent's from? I was like, and she goes, oh, because at first I thought you were English. And then I was like, no. And then I was like, oh, it's like some Irish / British / American. And I was like, actually, that's exactly right. Oh, Catherine said all the US morning shows are on holiday. Yeah, that's how it's like that over here too. Like you can always tell all the daytime shows go on break for summer too. Oh, thanks, Amy. Yeah, my head is exploding in a good way. In a good way. There's one other not tiny, but there's one other thing happening, and not well, I don't know whether it's happening, but so I have a feeler out for something that has like the potential to be absolutely huge, but it's a really small chance of it happening. But everything else is like full steam ahead, go. And my tattoo is booked for the 2nd of August. So I think that's 2 weeks on Monday. And I sent like you guys know, like for my big like camera turned Jurassic Park one, like I just tell my guy, oh hey, I like this, I like that, I blah blah blah, I wanted to include this, I wanted to have a raptor. And so for my L word one, I literally, because I said like, oh, it'll be for my YouTube channel too, so I sent like the name of the channel, and I sent him the Bettentina ones, like that we've talked about before, the drawings. And then what else did I send him? Oh, I sent him like the L word and the Gen Q text. Yes, Terry, I did. My friends and I were talking about that we went to dinner on Tuesday, and we went to this Chinese. It was really good, but it was packed on a Tuesday, the week before pay week, and we got there at 7 and we didn't get our food till 9:05. I was starving. And one of my friends, well, we were all talking about sex life, and everyone was like, have you seen it? Have you seen it? And one of my friends is like, oh, isn't the girl from your show in that, Ash? And I was like, yeah, Sarah Shahi. And the way they talk about the L word is as if like I personally ran the L word. So there was like, Ash's show. Yeah, she's in Ash's show. So it's really funny. But she got Tammy, she got divorced. She was married to that guy from Shameless. I actually really like him. The really tall guy. He used to play Kevin on Shameless, but they They got divorced. She talked about it when she was on the Pants podcast. I think she was like just getting divorced then when she was on the podcast. I'm gonna watch more of this show tonight. I saw this other one, but I don't know anything. Thank you guys for saying that about my accent, because sometimes I'm a bit like like I can't, like I can't do anything about it now. But when you hear my sisters, you're gonna be like, one of my sisters sounds exactly like me. We have the exact same accent. But my younger sister, because she lived in America from when she was like 10 and she still lives there. So like all her life. Well, all of us like lived there for like the last 20 years. And her husband is American. But when she talks to us, like me and my other sister, she sounds more like us. But then if she talks to like her husband or like another American, she sounds like completely American. So it's really weird. And like even mine, like if I talk to my dad or like an Irish person, like mine changes a bit. It's really weird. I think it's really interesting, like all that stuff. Like I'm obviously not controlling it. Like there must be something in your brain that like, no, get a bit deep here. Oh, they hooked up while filming. Oh yeah, I just saw that Terry too. Let's take a look about Jennifer's new movie. Because I saw some people saying on Twitter, they were like, when Jennifer the other day was like, oh, what did she say? She was like, oh, I might have some good news soon or something. And people were saying on Twitter, like, oh no, is this it? Because I think they wanted it to be Elwood related. Oh, it was on Deadline, wasn't it? Yeah. This is it. Luckiest girl alive. Hmm? This guy, is he in the new Green Lantern? I think he's in the new Green Lantern thing. He's from Ratchet, right? And then Connie Britton too. I don't recognize any other people. Oh god, so many ads. God, that's like normally everyone is represented by. Oh well, they are, yeah. CAA. It's like one of the really big groups. My computer sounds like it's gonna like explode. Hey, Discreta. Yeah, this is Tammy, this is kind of it. I don't know too much about it. I just saw the article like an hour ago or something. I thought it was a movie though, but maybe I misread it. There's so many flipping ads. I think it's. I do love Mina Kunis though. I know she's married to Ashton Kutcher, who's like, but I really like her. Oh my god, that movie, the movie Bad Moms with her and Kristen Bell and Catherine Hahn. Oh my gosh, so funny. So funny. Yeah, I think it's a movie. It sounds like a movie anyway, because it's based on a book. So I'm gonna read the book. And I need a new book. Do you know what book I just finished today? It's so random. You're gonna be like, what the hell? Um, I read this book that, you know, the movie Blackfish, the documentary from like a good few years ago now. So one of the trainers that's in that, his name's John, and he's gay actually, and he wrote and it was a New York Times bestseller. I think it's from like 2014, 2015. I just never got around to reading it because when I lived in Florida, I used to run the movie theater that was in Universal Studios, and then the Disney one, the AMC one, and then there's one in Tampa that's like, it's called Veterans. It's like huge 24 screens. And we were really close to like all the parks and stuff, and we used to go all the time to Universal and um, Disney and stuff. But obviously, like after Blackfish came out, I think we stopped going before because I know my sister that's here now, my youngest sister, she really like looks into all that stuff, and you know, she was really like against the whales being in captivity. But the book is really, it's like a, if you like, well, not liked, but if you thought Blackfish was interesting, then the book is really good. It's like you learn even more about like what went on behind the scenes and like why the whales shouldn't be, you know, captive. Oh yeah, Amy on the Pants podcast. I think Terry, yeah, it's being filmed in Canada. Um, and Amy said about Leisha's sister and niece in the background. Yeah, that's cute. Some people were saying that I don't know how many, if there's anyone in the chat that right now that's going to any of the Pants lives, because there's definitely a good couple of people who are like subscribers on my channel. I know Steph is going when she's in Nashville, because she was really sweet, and she sent me a message and was like, "Oh, I have an extra ticket if you want to come," and I totally would have if it was like end of September, October, but it's so soon that like I couldn't get all the way, you know, over there and back and stuff, and like just too short notice. But they didn't really do that much promotion for it, but I guess they didn't need to because they sold out like that, and they're not very big events, so I don't think it was about like, but I saw some people, I think it was on Facebook, that were like a bit disappointed that they couldn't get tickets because they didn't know about it. Yeah, Kaya said, I just hope that JB doesn't get a small 5-minute role like the movie after. Watch the whole thing excited for a character, only to find out she's in one scene. Yeah, that happens so much with people from the L Word, I feel like, too. And I don't know just how far down the list her name is, but the only thing that gives me a little bit of hope is that Jennifer Beals and Connie Britton are like the biggest names on that list, like by far. Well, in my opinion, anyway. So maybe they just put them at the end because they're the most well known. But I think the Connie Britton thing, because it's and Connie Britton, but I don't know. Hopefully it's not just like a short thing. I wonder when they're filming, because yeah, that'll, like, are they filming now over the summer? Oh, bye, Claire. Sorry, I didn't only saw that now. Oh my gosh, just Guida. I'm going off on vacation tomorrow, but I cut it short 1 week. I didn't want to miss Elwood's Thank You premiere. Coming back August 1st. That is dedication, girl. I am so proud of you. doing it for the L word, I would totally do the same thing. I have literally turned down like a lot of things in the past few weeks because I'm like, no, the L word's coming back that day. And I told my cousins and I told you guys like one of the companies my cousins and I have together, and we normally have our meetings on Fridays. And like literally, one of the first things I did when I found out we were getting the episode early on Friday, I like my cousins are older than me, and you know, it's a bit like Succession sometimes. If anyone's seen that show, I'm cousin Greg in a, like a funny way, and so I was like, I really the day of the 6th of August, I'm just gonna need the whole day to just do L word stuff. And luckily, my cousins and my uncle and stuff are really supportive of my YouTube, and they were like, okay, Ashley. Oh, Steph, you're in here. I didn't realize, I didn't see your name before. Oh, Lainey said it's filming now. Thanks, Lainey. That's cool. It's your Lainey said she saw pictures of me on set in Toronto. So that makes sense then if they're filming now. Ooh, I wonder how that Jennifer maybe isn't doing. I guess they won't really do a lot of interviews this season for season 2 because it's season 2, and also they'll have shot like a couple, like that little video I shared this week from Showtime where they're all like, listen, you should listen to people. They'll have done some stuff like that already. Yeah, Steph, you definitely have to let us know how it all goes. Yeah, Peter, you should definitely be like. This is why I have to be. I have to be like on my Instagram and stuff. Whenever people ask me about things, the best way is to get Showtime and use the VPN. And a good way, this is the way I do it, is I have a Hulu account and then I just add the Showtime thing onto Hulu, because the other thing is like the Facebook groups hey Helen, are really a good source too. Like if you don't live in the US, you definitely should be in those Facebook groups, because especially if you're like you've never watched the L Word like live before, because those groups, there's people like me that have watched it for 20 years, and there's someone in Italy that knows it's always on this channel, and it comes out like, I don't know, 2 months after. That's what the UK normally does, is it normally comes out 2 weeks after, because like I only know the US and then I only know the UK because like right now I'm in the UK. But a lot of people like ask me about how to watch in this country and that country, and like I can't even like keep replying to all the comments because the messages, because there's so many of them, and then like people send them in other languages, and I'm like, I can't go take it out, translate it, write what I need in English, translate it back, send it, and I don't even know the answer. So the Facebook groups are like the best thing, and there's so many people in those groups. Like most of the groups are about 15,000 people in it, so they'll be able to help. And then also when the show comes out, there'll be people helping you how to watch and stuff. So those are really good ways. The only thing to be careful about in those groups is that if you are not going to be able to watch the show like not even when it airs, but the second that they drop it, like on the Friday early, like mute the groups or unfollow them until you can watch it, because they do post like what's happening the second that the episode drops. So like I know a lot of people last season, like we used to get the episodes at midnight on Saturday. So at like 3 minutes past midnight, people were like posting screenshots of Tina. So like loads of people knew that Tina was in the episode before they saw it. Yeah, Tammy's right with her suggestion. It's so hot in this room for some reason. I have the window open too. Yeah, Kathy, that see, this is the difficult thing. Kathy said that's why I was wondering, because I don't want to spoil anyone. Those groups do say, you know, unfollow us or mute us or whatever. So that would be my advice if you can watch the episode this second it comes out. And then I mean, I know it's fine to say, oh, don't go on social media, but hello. I am going to try and be as careful as I possibly can, especially like last season, even when I didn't even really know what I was doing, when I was doing like my review videos and stuff like that. I would say at the start, you know, if you haven't seen the episode, like you're going to be spoiled if you watch this. So I anything I post like on Instagram, I'll try and do what I did with like when Helena was announced and put like a swipe screen. But my videos will obviously be talking about the episode, so they'll don't watch those until after. And then like the podcast, obviously, same deal. Oh, I'm sure it is hotter there, Peter. Like that, I say it's hot here. It's hot for the old man. Like I lived in Florida for 11 years. That is hot, but here it's like perfect. Like I don't have any. I don't think the house even has aircon. But like in Florida, you would die in December if you didn't have aircon. So yeah, so there's lots going on, guys. There's definitely there's going to be no shortage of content, and the VPN that I use is called Private VPN, and I've used it for literally it must be like 6 or 7 years, and I've never had an issue with it. I know Express, I'm like giving them free advertisement. Express VPN, a lot of YouTubers have like deals with them because but Private VPN is so cheap. I think I pay like $40 for the entire, if it's not a year, it's like 16 months. So, and like per month, it's super cheap. It's like a couple of dollars. Do I think they'll drop another trailer? Yes, yes, I think they will. But I think it'll be really close to the air date, because it's hard to tell though too, because I went and looked at like what they did for The Shy, and I think it was Black Monday and like some other shows, but it's just so hard to tell because things are so weird with this season. Yeah, at least both of those are good. Express and private. Yeah, I'm like, this is my my picture is VPN. Honestly, you should use a VPN anyway. You got like I've talked about this a little bit lately actually. About I worked in e-gaming for a very, very long time. And when I was with PokerStars, I did all the fraud and security stuff. And you should use a VPN. Yeah. Hello, Haji. And people think that they are being like you if you're going to use like those gaming sites, you should only use like legitimate ones like PokerStars and stuff, because the ones that are like not regulated and they and you can access with a VPN, they're not safe or anything like that, because real sites where it's safe and they're like protecting you and stuff, you can't fool them with a VPN, because when we would do all that stuff, we didn't use the person that was logging in's computer. We would use surrounding Wi-Fi to like triangulate where the person is. So if I'm sitting here trying to play on my computer, they'd actually use like my neighbor's Wi-Fi to make sure I am where I say I am. Trying to think if there's anything else. I'll just show you guys our little logo since it's cute. This thing, but I thought this bit was funny. So yeah, we don't have anything on here yet, really, though. Just that. So yeah, really excited, and I don't know. It's I feel like we're at that like anticipation now, because we're so close to being there, and but we still got like a tiny little bit of time. So I'm just like, oh, come on. Actually, you're talking about like Danny and Sophie. I'm gonna show you. Thanks, Carol. Yeah, it's so nice that so many people have already followed it, and there's nothing there, so it is nice. So I really appreciate everyone who's given us a little follow already. Let me show you guys. There's this one picture, and when I was looking at let me put it up on the screen. When I was looking at the season 2 pictures, I saw this one and I was like, oh my god, am I finding out who she picked? And then I realized they were the pictures from last season. But it looks like, let me show you. It's this one. No, no. That one. Like, I don't know. It's like her face, just the way it looked like the way you look if like you see this person you're meeting and you're like, like that. I don't know how to describe it, but it just. Sorry, I can't blow it up. It's just the way. Oh, maybe I can zoom in. Oops, I just took a screenshot by accident. Oh, there we go. Oh, too big. No, no. That one. Doesn't it look like she's like making eye contact with someone? You know what I mean? No, I don't think they'll pick up where they left off either. I'm just right now, I'm like, it has been 18 long months. Maybe even, no, like, yeah, 18, nearly 18 long months. Oh, I saw Kathy said about Kiara. Yeah, Kiara's actually not coming back this season. The actress, she was on the other show with, I think it was with Katie Seagal. Kiara's not coming back. The reporter's not coming back. The priest isn't coming back. There's a few not coming back. Yeah, I think that it's just gonna be let's watch the trailer. Just I probably will wrap up pretty soon since there's not too much going on. But yeah, let's watch the trailer one more time. Oh look, it's me. $2.5 million views. Only 100 dislikes. That's crazy for 2.5 million.
It's now or never.
Oh wait, why can't you guys see it? Oh, sorry. Put it on the wrong tab. Apologies.
If there was ever a time to win her back, it's now or never.
You think it's true about the real deal not coming around that often?
I don't. I swear to God, I had no idea that was her wife.
She should have come with a warning label. I cheated too.
That's true. Yeah,
We know so, like,
she's got trust issues.
so much is from the first episode.
What's up with the woman?
Shut up. Tina was carriage. Makes her laugh. Light up. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't know what we're gonna die.
And you're kind of sweet, huh? Like a sweet feral cat. Like,
I think God and I want to be near her.
I think I've always loved you. If there was ever a time to win her back, it's now or never.
Just got scared. I promise. I'm gonna try not to be so scared anymore. It's you and me.
Sometimes when I need a little pick me up, I just watch that. But well, it appears as though so much of that is from the first episode. Like, crazy amount seems to be from the first episode. Yeah, Kathy, that's Sophie's sister, Maribel, with the short hair. And then I think it's at the end of the third teaser, you see like Micah and Maribel like going down, like it looks like they've been at the movies or something. And someone was saying that they think that Maribel's an immigration attorney, and so we're saying like maybe Jose and his husband, like their marriage is some sort of like green card wedding thing, and like Maribel like helps them. Which one? Which one, Lainey? Because there's one that we definitely know is them.
I just got scared. I promise. I'm gonna try not to be so scared anymore. See with me.
Oh, maybe I didn't go back.
Think about it, and I want to be near her. I think I've always loved him. There was ever a
Oh, that one. I've spent way too long looking at people's
I want to be near
hands
her.
from this trailer. I really wish I could make out what this says. So annoying.
Loved him.
It's so hard to tell. There has been like so like because obviously we know the one like this one. Wait, let me. Like this one because you know where we just saw like Bet and like Tina's like elbow basically. This is what I mean. Like my besties out here liking freaking like Bet and Tina drama. That's so funny. Oh my god, Lisa said Ash, you need to invest in some software they use in the detective shows that will allow you to zoom in on things so you can give us all the dirt. Let me tell you a secret from a behind the scenes investigator, former investigator person. All that bullshit in movies does not exist in the real world. There is no zoom and enhance because if there was zoom and enhance, I would have bought the software so that I could have zoomed in on that, especially that thing in the background of Finley's. It's really annoying because in like all the casinos and stuff, they have like every inch of a casino covered with cameras and stuff. And yeah, the little zoom and enhance things, like that's why I think it's so funny when like the police here on the out and like we have no crime. Like our police don't even have things that go bang bang. The cops here, like they carry tasers, that's it. And they put out like, I don't know, someone stole like something from the shop. The pictures that they use are like, it looks like someone took it on a potato in like 1955. It's unbelievable. Yes, lady. That's who I was just thinking of about the hands that Josie did the comparison with all the hands. She's so funny. Oh my gosh, yeah, they I would definitely have some zoom and enhance. Maybe that'll be my next project, to invent the zoom and enhance. That would be like a good story, that oh, it didn't exist and then I invented it because I needed to zoom and enhance an L word trailer. Oh yeah. Well, I'm probably going to wrap up, guys, since it's been an old little quiet week for us in the L word sphere. And oh, Tina doesn't talk in the trailer. I know that there's some people like I'll it's Danny that says that about being like at the end. She says, "I just got scared." Um, so yeah, so it's been quiet this week. I think it will be kind of the same this week, just because, as I said, I know like everyone is on vacation. So I think that this will be like the last quiet week, and then everything will because what is it, 16, 18? So everything will start picking up and going crazy busy like the week after this. Maybe towards the end the end of the week this week they could, I mean next week they could start a little bit of something, but I think for the most part they're all a little bit quiet and having some vacay, because they'll do all the season 2 stuff, and then hopefully at least the riders will be having to go back before the cast and stuff. So as I said, there is like so much going on the channel, like it's gonna be crazy. There's with the show coming back, we're gonna have reviews every week and trailer breakdowns and other stuff. I will have my episode 8 re-review out over the weekend, so I'll have a new video this weekend. And then I have a collaboration coming up the last weekend in July, so not this week, the week after, and it's with someone who's really awesome, really cool, and she is my new YouTube bestie. So whenever I put the collab up, please give my new bestie some love. They're an L Word fan too, so that's what we'll be collabing about. And then the podcast, I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be really fun, and Chris and Jess are awesome. So if you're going to listen to the podcast, give it a little follow on Instagram so we can keep you like all updated over there. And yeah, I'm really excited, and we're going to hopefully have some really cool people on the podcast too. So everything else is still churning away here. There'll be lots more content coming. I'm starting on my merch giveaway, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that you can win those. And the other big thing that I did this week is my Patreon. As I said, it's new. It's very like different because it's very small and just like very intimate and like personal. I put stuff on there that I would never put on like an open source thing, because I'm obviously talking about like I will talk about behind the scenes stuff on the show, but also like things that people tell me personally and stuff about my own life that I just wouldn't put in like an open thing. And then there's other stuff like, you get pieces of merch, and the little video that I had at the start, that goes in all my videos now as like a thank you to my Patreon people. So yeah, it's the link along with my merch store is in the description box down below. And Patreon and the merch store are the two ways that I'm able to keep this channel ticking along and keep doing all the cool upgrades like this entire room, all the new lighting, mics, software, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot that keeps this channel going. And if anything, it's only going to get better with season 2 because I've got some really cool stuff in the works. So thank you so much to everyone. As always, I love doing the lives with you guys, and you always make me laugh so much. And just for being here on the channel and being loyal subscribers, loyal watchers, you guys are awesome. And I know especially some of you have been here from the very, very beginning, which I know I'm not claiming to know what I'm doing now, but I really didn't know what I was doing at the beginning. So thank you so much for all bearing with me and just sticking with me. And hopefully things are always getting a little bit better and a little bit better. So I love you guys. You're the best. Be really safe this weekend. Make sure that you wear your sunscreen and you drink lots of water and you do all the things that make you feel good and see your friends and family and pets and everything like that. And I will be posting some little things here and there. And yeah, you guys are just the best. This is the best community and I love you all. So be safe, be good. Send me comments, messages, anytime. You know, my inbox is always open. I love you. Be good. And I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.